If you've ever run Facebook lead ads, and I have for a lot of my clients, one of the frustrating things is that while the leads come in, and these are really great Facebook ads to generate leads for your business, one of the challenges is getting those leads out of Facebook. Now, they get stuck in Facebook's lead system, but I want those leads exported. I want to be able to find that information easily so I can follow up with my clients, my prospective clients. Hey, if you're new here, welcome to the community. My name is Lowell Brown. I'm from Going Social. I run a digital marketing agency in Toronto, Canada. And for those of you who are new, who maybe haven't seen so many of my videos, I'd love for you to introduce yourself down below in the comments. Just say hi. Let me know where you're watching from and what type of business you have. I'd love to get to know you. And again, welcome to the community. In this video, we're going to show you a step-by-step demo so that we can set up an automation with Make.com to get your Facebook ad leads into Google Sheets. So let's get into screen sharing mode right now, and I'm going to start the demo, and you're going to see how easy and simple it is to set this up. Let's get into that right now. All right, so to start off, what we first have to do is go to make.com, M-A-K-E.com. So the first thing you need to do is either log in, which you can do up at the top right here if you already have an account. If you don't have one, you click the Getting Started Free. And that's what we're going to do here as a demo. I'm just going to use one of my extra emails here. Okay, so all you have to do is enter your name, your email address, a password, and it'll guide you through all the specific special fancy things that you need to have when you set up a password. And you set up your hosting region, just selecting, the area closest to you is fine, and your country. You click set up free. You're going to get an email sent to you, and all you have to do is click on a link within that email. I'm going to do it right now in the background here. Okay, so we've taken care of step one, which is creating the Make.com account. It's very simple to do. Now, when you first get in, you're going to be kind of overwhelmed by all of these little features. I'm going to simply show you step by step how to set up exactly what we need to do for this one example, which is connecting Facebook lead ads to Google Sheets. And we're going to do that automation. Now, with your free account on Make.com, which we just set up, you are allowed to set up two scenarios. That's what they call the automations, is a scenario. You can have two of those on the free plan. If you need more, if you're doing different ads as an example and you need more, you may have to upgrade. But for the purpose of this example, everything we're doing here for the one lead ad campaign, it is free. Now, I do want to also let you know that if you're setting up multiple Facebook lead ads, you can use the same one automation as long as the form that you set up within Facebook, that lead form to collect the leads, if that is the same across multiple ad campaigns, you're set up, you're ready to go. If, however, you have to set up a different form for different ad campaign, then you'd have to repeat the steps that we're going through here in this video and set up this automation for each individual new lead form, the actual form you set up. Don't worry, I'm going to show you everything that we're going to do here step by step, and I'm going to explain it, but I just wanted to give you that little heads up before we get started setting things up in Make.com. So let's go back to screen sharing mode now, and we'll continue with the demo. Okay, so when we are in here, Make.com, because you're new to it, they're going to try to explain what to do, how everything works, and how you're setting things up. Because you've got me here helping you, we're going to jump straight in and start right away. So we're going to click that little button up here, create our scenario, and you're going to open up to a screen right here that's going to ask you, hey, it's going to give you these little welcome pop-ups. It's going to show you a video. So they are very helpful in showing you what to do here. Now, the first thing is each one of these is like an item that you have to connect for this automation to run. Think of it as step one, follows by step two, follows by step three. So the first thing we want to do is select what we want to automate. And where are we starting? We're starting with Facebook. So you can type in Facebook into this field here. And if you do lead, you'll see new lead, Facebook new lead, and it's an instant action. And it triggers when a new lead is created from an ad. And you'll see that Facebook ads is highlighted. So we want to use that. Now, In order for all of this to work, we have to connect our Facebook account. So our personal profile needs to be connected to this. And then it's going to tie into our business account and to our specific ads account. So I'll show you exactly what we're doing here, but all you need to do is create this little webhook. So select create webhook, and it's going to give a pop-up. It's going to ask you to name it. For this example, we can just say Facebook lead ad hook. Name it whatever you want. And then you have to initiate a connection with Facebook. So we're going to click on this, create a connection. And then that's going to open up. Again, you're going to be asked to name this. The reason why you're naming all of these steps is because in the process of setting up all of these different tools, it's very possible you're going to set up more than one of these. And then they want to allow you a way to remember what you've set up here. So again, we're going to just say Facebook lead ads. You can name it anything you want, but again, I'm just explaining that you want to name it something so you'll remember what you did and why you did it. What I've done is in a separate window, in a separate tab here, I logged into my personal Facebook account. And because I did that, when I created that button, it eventually was first time, it actually gave me an error twice. But once I redid it, I just tried to do this again with the connection. I made sure Facebook was refreshed. When I clicked that webhook name, it automatically did connect with my Facebook account. You can see that's here. And it's got that connected as a connection. And now what it wants to do is it wants to know what Facebook page am I using to connect this. So I'm going to select one of my clients' pages as an example. And then once you've selected the page, Facebook knows that you've connected a Facebook ads account with a page. And then within that account as well, you're going to have your Facebook lead form already created. Hold on, wait. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. I told you to start by setting up make.com first. And that's cool. That's totally good. However, in order to link everything correctly, it's best that you start with creating your Facebook ad. And the reason I say that is because you need to have that lead form needs to exist already. You need to have the lead form set up as part of your ad so that make.com can hook this whole thing up. So what I'm going to recommend you do is start by creating your Facebook ad with a lead form in it. Don't publish the ad. You can actually publish the ad if you want. That's totally cool. You can set it up in Facebook, set up your lead form campaign, publish your ad, and then right after you do that, come in and follow the steps in this video where we're going to create that make.com account and we're going to hook everything together. The reason again is that you have to have the lead form already because make.com, when it's connecting everything, it needs to know what lead form are we supposed to be watching for new leads. So if that's not created, you can't follow the steps here. So if you need help, if you want step-by-step guide on creating a lead form ad on Facebook, check out the video here. I've created a full step-by-step demo where I show you start to finish how to set up a lead form ad. Now this video is tailored more towards real estate agents and brokers. However, everything that I show you in this in terms of how to set up a form is the exact same. So check out that video if you need help setting up a lead form ad on Facebook. All right, so we're back here in make.com. Now again, I wanted to show you that we have connected our page or selected the page, and this is the page that we're using to advertise with. And right away, it's going to be looking for the form. What's the form that we created to collect lead ads? So I'm just going to select this one here, which is a new one that I set up for this client recently. We're going to click save. So right away, just to reiterate that we've now connected Facebook, we've made a connection with Facebook to look at our account, and then we have to select which page because that page is hooked into an ads account, and then they're going to be able to pull a feed of all of the different forms that we've created so that we can associate it with this connection. So in terms of fields, I usually just select all. This really is just, what information do you want to pull from your account? Just use select all and click OK. All right, so we're done with step one. We've got two steps here. set up Facebook, and set up our Google Sheets account. So that's the next thing we have to do here. We've got Facebook, but we want to add another module. So we're going to jump in here. And again, you're going to see this right away. Google Sheets is here, but I just want to show you again, you can use this search dialog and you could go to Google Sheets, and we want to go to this one where it's add a row. So we're going to append a new row at the bottom. We're going to select that. And then again, same type of pop-up comes up and it's asking us to create a connection to our Google account. So we can right away just create a connection. It's going to ask you to name it, and then it is going to ask you to sign in with Google. So I'm just going to write in that we're connecting with Google. And we're going to authorize. So again, it's going to ask you to choose your account on Google and to log in. And then once it does this successfully, it's going to ask you to verify that you want to continue and that you're sharing information. And it's going to ask you to allow that connection. You can click allow here. And boom, we now have the second part of our process set up. All right, so let's refresh. So far, we've gone through step one, which is making sure that we've got a Facebook ad account or ad campaign set up with a lead form. We've got that set up. We've got that launched. We're good to go there. Next, we created our make.com account. We got everything going there. We're good. So then in make.com, we created our first scenario. And what did we do first? We selected Facebook and Facebook lead ads specifically as our first scenario. We connected that to make a connection to our Facebook account. We selected our page, Facebook page that we're using for advertising. And within that, we had to select the lead form that we created on our lead campaign. Are you confused? I hope you're not, because we're getting into the meat of it right now. So the next step we did was we added a second part to the scenario. We've got Facebook. We're connecting that once a lead comes in and it's looking automatically, it's automatically going to do this anytime in real time that a Facebook lead gets submitted through our ad. It's going to pick that lead up and it's going to then do something with it. So the next thing we did was we connected our Google account, and that's where we are right now. So the next thing that we have to do in the step is choose which Google Sheet we want to use. So if you don't have a Google Sheet set up, what you need to do is create a new sheet. Any information that you're collecting in your lead ad. For example, when I do campaigns for clients, I'm usually collecting a lead name, an email address, a phone number. There may or may not be one other question or a couple other questions. So I want to set up a spreadsheet within Google Sheets that has the date. Date is always good to collect just so you know when did that lead come in. So I usually have a field for date, and then we'll do whatever other fields we're collecting information for, and that's it. That's all you have to do. So I'm going to show you right here on screen an example of a sheet from a client that I'm using and what they've collected. I'm going to show you the template of how it looks. So you can see that on screen right here. And now let's go back to screen sharing mode, and I'm going to show you the next steps of how within Make to select that specific spreadsheet and how we're going to set the rest of it up so that we map. What we have to do is map the information we're collecting from Facebook to the fields on Google Sheets. This sounds complicated, but I promise you, this is simple and easy to do. Follow along with me step by step. You'll get this going. It's going to be such a time saver for you, and it's going to be so amazing. Let's get back into screen sharing mode now. Here we go. All right, so we've got our actual connection made with Google. And now what they want to do is they want to know, hey, what are we going to do here? Are we going to select the path? Are we going to select from all? So what we can do is we can search by a spreadsheet ID, or we can search for a path. We're going to do this. We're going to look in My Drive. So that's where we've got these spreadsheets. And then the spreadsheet ID, we got to click here to choose a file. Now it is helpful if you know where your actual spreadsheet is. So if you put it in a subfolder or in the main directory, it will help you find it. In my case, what I'm actually doing is this was a shared sheet with me. So I got to go back with shared with me. because I had my client share it with me and it's not in my actual drive. And then I can type in here the lead form. So now we've got the correct, we've chosen the path. And whether, in my case, this was a spreadsheet that I had the client set up. I actually set it up in their account for them. And then I shared it with my own account so that I had access as well. And then we've selected the spreadsheet right here. And then we have to choose the sheet name. So within your spreadsheet, you're going to have multiple tabs. It's kind of like Excel where you have different sheets. So we have to choose which one we're going to connect to and where we want these leads to be populated, which actual sheet on that spreadsheet. So we're going to choose that. And then it's going to ask us, does the table contain headers? Now, as you saw in the example that I showed, we're putting the header along the top of the spreadsheet. We're putting that as headers of which field are we collecting data for. So you want to do that as well. The next thing is you have all these values that you're collecting. So Facebook knows, they've looked up on that form, what are we actually collecting? Now what we have to do is we have to map those to the spreadsheet. So I already had those on the spreadsheet. These are the values. What we're going to do is we're going to now take the data from this lead and populate it here. So first thing is date. So you'll see as I type my mouse and I click in here, this pops up and this is pulling all of that data that we're pulling from the Facebook ad. So the first thing we want to look for here is date. And that is going to be date created. So that's the lead. Oh, I clicked it twice. So date created is there. Then farm name. This was one of the questions we asked in the field data. You'll see that under here, field data. This is what we're pulling from the field. What is your field name? So this is the question or the name of the field. And we just have to map them all out. So we're going to choose full name, email. Again, these are all fields that we created on our form and we're just mapping it out to our spreadsheet. We got to match those fields. City, did we ask for city? Yes, we did. And then postal code, we're not asking for. Platform, I like to collect this because we get leads for this client. We actually get leads from Facebook. We get leads from Instagram, so it'll tell us it's there. We also do get leads from Google. So I have a separate system that's linking in from my Google search ads to also populate leads. So this way we know which platform did it come from. And we can also add the campaign name here, which we've got. Again, campaign name. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You can skip the rest of this. We don't need to do anything else. You're going to click OK. And then that's pretty much it. That's all we have to do for this demo. What we've done here is, again, we've connected Facebook, that it's running the scenario immediately. So anytime a lead comes in, Make.com is now listening to our Facebook ads in our platform. When a lead comes in, it's going to collect the data from that lead, and then it's going to send that to Google Sheets. What we have to do is we have to save this. So we click save here. And you can also name it. If you haven't already named your scenario, you can click up here and you can adjust the name. And again, anytime you do a change, you want to click save. Are we done yet? No, we're not done. Why? Because this isn't active. So we can either turn it on here and we could just toggle this on and off. So I'm just going to toggle it on. So right now this is on. We don't have to click run once because it's not going to work if we do a run one demo. Because it needs a lead in the system. Well, we don't have a lead yet. So it's got to know that we're doing this. So I'm going to turn this off and I'm just going to show you another way you can find it. So if you go back to your homepage, let's just say we go here to the homepage, you're going to see now a new dashboard. If we click this down, it's going to show us information about our free account. And it's going to show how many operations we have, and that's how many times can this run. And our billing interval is manual, even though we are on a free plan right now. And then if we click on scenarios, which pops up here, it's going to, our active scenario would show there. But you can see here, this is the scenario that we just set up. Integration, Facebook leads, Google Sheets. We could rename that again if we wanted to. It was created by me. And then we can toggle it on here. So now it's active. If we go back to that homepage again, Now in that middle section, you'll see active scenarios. So this is how you know what's actively running on your account. And that's it. It's that simple. So I'm going to show you quickly again in Google Sheets. We're just going to jump over to Google Sheets here, and I'm going to find that spreadsheet just to show you again how things look. So again, when we created this, we put in the same fields that we're collecting: the date, farm name, full name, email, phone, city, postal code. In this case, we're not collecting from this campaign, platform, and campaign name. So as those leads come in, we're going to see them populate. Now, this client actually, I'm graying this out because I don't want to share this private data, but you'll see that the client is now able to come in here and they are able to cross out the leads once they've contacted them. And you can see that in this case, we are collecting the date the lead came in, the farm name, the contact's name, the email address of that contact, the phone number, the city, all that data. And it shows us which platform. This client was running ads only on Facebook, so it shows Facebook and the campaign name. And it's that simple for the client to come in and be able to see all of those leads. And when this is a new campaign we just created for them, so when leads for this third campaign for them comes in, they'll be able to get those leads in here as well. So that's it. It was that simple. Getting those leads from Facebook out of Facebook isn't so easy. And this process makes it a lot more simple and user-friendly for me. I don't have to worry about checking Facebook on a daily basis to see, did a lead come in? I don't have to manually click within Facebook 2-3 times to download those leads in an Excel spreadsheet. And then anytime I do that, I've got multiple Excel files. This way, leads come in, I've got something that's automatically watching for those leads, and it's sending them over to Google Sheets. And all I have to do is open up Google Sheets and see if there's any new leads that come in, and then I can follow up on them, and I can use that spreadsheet to mark when I've followed up with them and any other information I want to add. It's there. It's simple. It saves me time, and it relieves a lot of headaches. When I'm setting up campaigns for my clients, this is one of the first things I do because it saves everybody a lot of time. It makes it so much easier for the client, my clients, to manage those leads, and it just makes the process simple and easy. It doesn't take a long time to set this up, and it'll save you a lot of time because you're automating this workflow. Now, again, I want to remind you, with Make.com, what we've shown you in this demo is free. It is completely free as long as you only are limited to 2 scenarios. So each scenario is tied to a specific lead, not an ad, but that lead form. So the form you set up with your lead ad. Again, if you want help setting up lead ads, lead campaigns, click on the demo right up here or follow along. You can find the link in the description as well. Leave me a comment if you'd like a link sent to you for that video. I will reply in the comments. If you do have any questions, also, please feel free to leave a comment below. I'll be glad to answer those questions for you. And I do hope that you found this video helpful and informative. As always, if you appreciate what you've seen today, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, click that bell notification below and subscribe so that you get notified the next time I set up another video. Now with Make.com, while I've shown you only how to connect Facebook and Google Sheets, what I've done for other clients as well is I've added in a Gmail scenario as well, another module to that whole action sequence. The one step that we didn't cover here is, how do you get notified? So I have some clients where they want to get an email every time that they get a new lead. And I have other clients and they're like, hey, it's cool. We'll go in, we'll check it every day on our own. So some people don't like emails as much, but if you did want, you can add another module to that whole sequence, connect your Gmail account, and you can have it automatically send you an email and even populate what the lead data is right in that email. So you get it by that way as well. I've done that for clients. They use the spreadsheet as a backup. They use email to get their notifications right away. Whatever simple and easy for you, go with it. So again, I hope this video was helpful and informative for you. Test it out. Let me know if you're having any problems. And again, make sure to like and subscribe below. Stay tuned to the next videos. I will see you soon. And thanks for watching. I'm Lowell Brown from Going Social. Catch you soon.